you ever had a past leader inspire you? I have. And in this case, his poor performance is what inspired me. His poor performance inspired me, one, to write my book, Connections Change Everything: How Smart Leaders Connect Through Better Conversations. And two, he inspired me to be a better leader. His poor performance awakened me to the fact that there are probably similar leaders out there who are missing the opportunity to truly connect and positively influence their people. For example, despite living just 20 minutes away from me, we never met in person other than the initial interview in the 4 years I worked with him. I've had leaders that have lived on the opposite coast and in India, and I still have managed to have periodic face to face meetings with them. Leading me and six other males, he often called me dude, and being with the lingo of the day and not very emotionally savvy and intelligent on his part. Our weekly team meetings would often get canceled for his other immediate priorities. It often left us feeling unimportant, and we missed the opportunity to share success and failure stories in support of each other. So what did I do? I just started leading the group instead. Additionally, when we were individual or as a team challenged by the board of executives, he failed to have our back and defend us as our leader. So he left us unsafe. He left us vulnerable. Yes, this leader inspired me and inspired me because of his poor performance. In addition to my book and my own leadership style, he has been the instigator for my passion to be an executive coach to help other leaders be and lead as the best version of themselves to maximize community, employee happiness, and productivity. Matt and Twiana, what is your leadership style and actions or lack thereof teaching others to lead differently?
Thanks, Kimberly. Yes, we can learn a lot from others about what not to do. I learn a lot about the Enneagram just by watching people behave in their unaware, unconscious style and see how their style is impacting those around them and how others are responding to it. When people behave in their unconscious, unaware style, you see their Enneagram dynamics at play. Why am I feeling this way? Why am I behaving this way? Why am I reacting this way? When you are not consciously aware of your feelings, reactions, and behaviors, then you're just acting out in your own style and instincts. It's fascinating that some Enneagram styles, even in their unaware state, match perfectly well with certain other styles. The Enneagram term for these groups of people is harmony triads. For instance, types 1, 4, and 7 form a harmony triad. Types 2, 5, and 8 form another. And finally, types 3, 6, and 9 form the third. When people, even in their unaware state, are with others of their own harmony triad, they all get along well with one another. And they really don't even have to think about it. Since I'm a type 6, it wouldn't surprise me at all if Kimberly and Twiana were also in my harmony triad because we all get along so well with one another. Conversely, when you're working with people who are not in your harmony triad, we must become more consciously aware of our behaviors and reactions and work to confirm understanding without simply reacting in the moment. For me as a type 6, this is especially true when I work with type 2s. We can rub each other the wrong way, and I have to work especially hard to control what I can control, my own behaviors and actions. Knowing your Enneagram type and the types of those you work with really helps. And it's such a fantastic tool for leaders to understand the interpersonal dynamics at play on your team. Twiana, what's on your mind about this?
Oh, Matt and Kimberly, today's conversation epitomizes the depth and breadth of leadership development approaches for successful leadership achievements. As I've shared, self awareness is foundational to my work with leaders. The concept of self as the object of study is as old as the 1800s. How you present yourself, how you want to show up is interpreted in the concept of the window and the mirror, an approach foundation to leadership consultancy. In the window are interpretations by others, and in the mirror, your interpretations of self. Both interpretations provide evidence for a leader's self awareness, which in turn will inform the leader's behavior, hence, how that leader shows up. The window and the mirror are gateways into a leader's self-image. Does the data interpret a leader who is confident and anchored, or one who is doubtful and rudderless? Further, questioning the leader's behavior to be effective and, more importantly, authentic. Self-awareness researcher and scientist Robert A. Wicklund, a PhD, writes about the work of William James and determined the self as an object to be known was for James a multitude of interconnected components incorporating almost everything one might ever want to associate with the concept of human self. Close quotes. Wicklund's writings go on to decipher three levels of self: the material self, the social self, and the spiritual self. Based on the body of work about self, aligning and understanding the self is a unique journey pursued with data from the window and the mirror. Leaders, the value is in the evidence, be it what not to do, Enneagram, or the window and the mirror approach. It's the data that helps inform about how you want to behave and how you want to show up. Continue to follow us to learn more about achieving leadership success.